All right, let's talk about what it takes to work as a contractor in Washington, D.C. If you're looking to take on a project in the district, you're in the right place. We're going to break down the entire licensing process, from what's absolutely mandatory to the financial stuff that really sets D.C. apart. So, you're planning a project in the nation's capital. Awesome. But whether you're a big-time general contractor or a specialized tradesperson, there's one critical rule you absolutely have to know before you even think about starting. And here it is, the big one. In DC, all contractors must be licensed. And I mean all. This is not a suggestion. It's not just for massive projects. It applies to every single bit of construction work. So let's dive into what that actually means for you. Okay, the main agency you'll be dealing with is the Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs, or DCRA for short. And you should know they run one of the most thorough contractor licensing systems in the entire country. That's why getting a handle on their process is so important for your business. First things first, you've got to figure out where you fit. The system is broken down into different license classes, and you need to pinpoint the one that perfectly matches the kind of work you do, and just as importantly, the value of those projects. So check this out. You can see right here how DC breaks down its licenses for general contractors. It's all tiered by the project's price tag. A Class C license is for smaller jobs, up to 10 grand. Class B takes you up to $100,000. And Class A, that's the unlimited license for projects of any size. Now, specialty contractors have their own lane, but notice that one thing they all have in common? For any general license, a bond and insurance are required. No exceptions. That bond and insurance piece is a perfect segue into the financial protections you'll need. And this isn't just about checking a box on a form. It's a whole system designed to create trust and security for everyone involved. That means you and your clients. You're going to hear this term a lot, surety bond. So what in the world is it? Well, think of it like this. It's a consumer protection tool that's required by law. It's basically a three-way handshake between you, the district, and a surety company. And that handshake is a financial guarantee that you're going to play by the rules and do what you promised to do. Now, here's the crucial thing to understand. This bond isn't really for you. It's for your clients. It's there to protect the residents of DC from worst-case scenarios, right? Things like fraud, or a contractor just walking off the job, or work that's just plain incomplete. The bond is a powerful signal that you're a true professional. But it's not just the surety bond. DC also requires a couple of other insurance policies that are pretty standard but totally essential. You've got to have general liability insurance, and hey, if you have even one employee, you are required to have workers' compensation coverage. And one more heads up, especially for those of you aiming to land bigger government contracts, if you plan on bidding for public works projects in DC, you need to know about the Little Miller Act. This law means you'll have to get extra bonds, performance and payment bonds, to guarantee you'll finish the job and pay all your suppliers and subs. All right, let's talk money. What does all this actually cost? What's the impact on your bottom line? And how does DC's way of doing things stack up against its neighbors, Maryland and Virginia? This chart really tells the story. You can see that Maryland and Virginia often use a single, flat bond amount for their contractors. But DC? It's different. The system is unique because the bond amount changes depending on your license class. It directly connects your financial requirement to the scale of the work you're doing. So, what's this actually going to cost you? Here's the good news. You don't pay the whole bond amount. Not even close. You just pay an annual premium, which is a small percentage of that total. If you've got good credit, you're probably looking at just 1 to 3%. So for a $25,000 bond, you might only pay somewhere between $250 and $750 for the entire year. Okay, so you get the what and the why. Now, for the how. How do you actually get this done? Let's walk through it. Here is your clear 4-step action plan to getting that DC contractor license. The process itself is surprisingly straightforward. First, you'll submit your application online to the DCRA. Step 2, knock out any exams that are required for your specific license. After that, you'll provide your proof of bond and insurance. And finally, you'll pay the licensing fees. The best part is that this whole thing is managed online, which really streamlines the journey to getting compliant. So, are you ready to get the ball rolling? Complying with DC's rules isn't just about dodging fines. It's about setting up your business as a credible, professional, and trustworthy operation in the capital of the United States. Getting properly licensed is the absolute first step to success.
Get your surety bond quote in minutes at buysuretybonds.com.